Hey, so for this reflection video, I will be speaking on Manifest Destiny, what motivated it, and the beliefs behind it. Let's start with the historical context. This all takes place mainly in the early to mid 1800s, like the mid 1810s to the 1860s. The U.S. had just finished the War of 1812, and not long before that, we had the Louisiana Purchase in 1803. This doubled the size of the country and got people thinking, hey, why are we stopping here? So by the time we hit the 1840s, this idea really took off that Americans were supposed to expand across the whole continent, from the Atlantic all the way to the Pacific. That idea is what they called manifest destiny. Now, as far as motivations go, one of the biggest was land and opportunity. People wanted land to farm, to start over, or to get rich, especially poor white farmers or new immigrants. The West was seen as the wide open promise of freedom. More land equaled more power, more wealth, and more chances to build a future. And the second, and even more significant possibly, was the belief of racial and cultural superiority. There was this very significant idea this that white Americans were chosen by God to bring democracy and civilization across the entire continent. According to the American Whop, Manifest Destiny was fueled by, quote, a sense of American cultural and racial superiority, end quote, and the belief that non-white people like Native Americans and Mexicans were obstacles to progress. That belief helped justify wars, land seizures, and forced removals such as the Trail of Tears. There's also this famous quote by a writer named John Sullivan in 1845. He wrote in the Democratic Review that America had, quote, a manifest destiny to overspread the continent allotted by Providence with the free development of our yearly multiplying millions, end quote. Basically, he says that God gave us this decision to expand, and it was our duty to take the land no matter who was already living there. So, to sum up, people were motivated by land, power, and money, but also by this giant belief that America was special and it was the future, and that spreading its way of life, even through war or violence, was justified. The problem is, this belief had major implications. Native Americans were killed or removed, the U.S. went to war with Mexico, and the country started fighting over whether slavery should expand west as well, which ultimately led us to the Civil War. So, yeah, Manifest Destiny was not just about expanding land, it was about spreading a whole identity, and it came at a high cost for a lot of people. Thank you so much for your time, and have an amazing day.